Hello and welcome back once again to Ultimate Admiral, Age of Sail. Let's continue where we left off and work on our northern campaign. It's Monday the 11th of November 1799 and we're here at the Battle of Camperdown. Word has reached us that the Dutch Navy is sailing to Brest to join with the French Atlantic Fleet in preparation for an invasion of Ireland. Okay. Our fleets are currently disorganized due to the Spithead and Nore mutinies, so your command will have to disrupt this attempted link-up without additional support. I get to capture some Dutch ships? That's amazing. I mean, you can bet that I will, obviously. Can't pass up on this opportunity. So we're gonna have a first rate everywhere there. I don't even get to deploy all my ships here. Holy cow. Alright, well, I'll do it like this. I'm actually even missing. Huh. Crazy. You've decided to split your fleet into two uneven divisions, each sailing in a loose formation towards the unified Dutch line. The northern or windward division sailing for the Dutch flagship Vrijheid. That's beautiful. The southern or leeward division is heading to the rear of the Dutch line to strike the fourth ship from the end. Huh. Alright. The enemy was intending to close up his line into a solid defensive platform. Our sudden disorganized attack has thrown the Dutch plans into confusion. As a result, gaps have opened up between the enemy's front, center, and rear, causing some of their ships to become greatly outnumbered and unsupported. What do we have to do? Eliminate the entire enemy fleet. And the only ship that's actually worth capturing is the Vrijheid here. Obviously, that's I guess also the only one that I'm actually going to take. I don't care for the rest of the ships. They're just going to go down. At any rate, I do have to win in my back. That's pretty decent. Let's just send my ships up in 3 lines here and basically just try to take down each area individually, or each of those ships individually, without drawing too much attention. And then once any of my ships actually gets damaged or anything, then I'll just send them away. But their ships are minor ships, so at this point, I'm not expect it to be too bad. There we go. So I guess we're just gonna go sit back and enjoy the show here. Not quite sure what's going on, but well, they're just a bit slower. But I need to get close and comfortable with them, with my heavy ships here. Let's also just move in their general direction a bit. I mean, I can go straight forward, but that's not particularly useful. I do. Given the ships not having their entire flag set like that, I also don't think that they're gonna go as fast as we are. They're actually already firing their front. So I will leave it up to the HMS Victory to capture the Vrijheid here. It's not going very fast either way. Almost within range now. These guys still definitely have a ways to go. Yeah, the Oranje... I'm basically just anchoring them to try and get them to just go full blast on them. Which does seem to be a pretty effective tactic here for the moment. They seem to move barely at all. Let's start turning them a bit as well, otherwise that will be a bit too problematic. Not that the Haarlem is going to be any concern here. Such a small and puny ship. Alright, once again I do want to get closer with the Lurian to ultimately seriously go after them. Now if the Hector can go after these, that'd be fine as well. I'll pretty much be the last one to turn here. Although I do feel that ultimately, yeah, you'll turn as well. So for them to take down the Leiden, it should be easy enough. For the victory. See if they can hook on to that. I don't really care if for those other ships, but seems like they can. I'm looking to get a little bit closer before I'm trying to get them to slow down. I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to get me to get in between of them, but that won't work. So I do need to make sure that my that the Alceste, for example, will get to the other side, and then maybe they can board too. I would have to put them to grape shot either way. I want to get ahead of the Reiter at least. Here. They okay, they might not even need to slow down anymore, but I can get you to just crash through here. It does actually have a serious effect because all of those ships are in a bit of trouble there now. Let's see, the Alceste is boarding. That's also good. Let's get the Lorient to move through this way. And all of these through here as well. Okay, so we got the Prince Willem. I'm gonna get minimal units from the Victory out there. And get both of these to break loose. And then what I'll do is then I'll send the Prince Willem away pretty much. What I shouldn't forget to do, though, is actually get back to regular cannons for both of you. Okay. I'm practically just going around them and... I don't actually want to crash into them all that badly. One thing that I want to do, though, is get rid of that group. Okay, so the Hector decides how that group goes now. I do think that that's going to be fairly well. I want the Victory to move after the Alceste and the Audacieux after the Victory. And the Hippopotame after the Audacieux. And the Lorient will do things by themselves. Still trying to get around the Vrijheid. They, all those ships are crashed into each other, which is exactly what I wanted. I do have to be careful, though, because the Hector is not doing super well. So I do have to be a bit careful of that. Just like the Conception, I don't want my my ships ultimately to get defeated. So even though things are going well in that regard, I do have to be a bit careful. Especially with the Hector now, you can see that they're not doing super amazingly. I don't actually want to lose any ships at all. So I have to be quite careful. Okay, let's pause it for a little bit. So with the wind changing, the Oranje is pretty much sunk. Those are not going to be a problem. I need the Lorient to go after them from this side. Basically, the situation that we're in right now is that the enemy's fleet is just rather trapped, with my fleet just kind of circling around it. But what I need to do is actually I need to break the Hector away from all of this. And I want to move the Hector out of here. So I'm just going to put the Hector on a sail like that and just leave them at that. So the Alceste is also not doing super well at the moment, unfortunately. So I would have to be careful about the Alceste too. Yeah. Let's turn you and let's get the victory to move through. It's a bit of a... Okay, so what I need to do now... I know the Hector is still doing a bit poorly. It's like a bit of a peak. So the Prince Willem, they can get out of there now. That's not a concern. The Hector is taking a bit of water, but nothing too serious. You guys are smashing into the Leiden, the Reuter. Let's have you slow down. You slow down. Now, I do want the Alsace. Let's actually break you off, so... I want you still to follow them. And I want you to follow... to go up here. But I want the... victory to keep going, actually. They should be waiting for the group, though. They don't really have a group to wait for. Are they doing... Because I want the Audacieux to follow them as well here. As long as the Hector now eventually gets out of there. It should be okay. Oh, it seems like the Vrijheid actually broke off. I actually need the Alceste to move out. So I'll follow them with the Audacieux there. I need you to keep going. And let's pause for a sec. So that's not my ship, that's the Nassau. I need you to move a bit to the side there. As for the Hector, I really tried to get them away, but they got hit. You need to halt. You already halted, so you're down. I don't know what that was, but that did look pretty hilarious. Okay, so I want you to keep moving. They're gonna juke that out for a bit. While these guys are also going to be fighting. They should be winning. I do have the Hector on standby, and they should be protecting them from the flanks there. Whereas the Lorient... okay. So we got the Vrijheid, which was the most important one to capture, obviously. Now, from the Audacieux... That should be okay. You could just keep sailing in that direction. Whereas you will weigh anchor. So that I'm giving room for the other ships here. Okay, so your pumps are destroyed, but it's not really a thing. Whereas now the Rhineland is being trashed. The big... tough part about it, well, you can actually go and turn. The problem is that I need to deal with the Hector. I'm gonna turn so I can attack the Reiter. And I need you to go and move, turn to that side. Okay, so the one ship that's in bad shape is the Hector. I do still want them to try and move out. Just get away. Okay, so the Holland has sunk. That's another ship. And I did say I want the Hector to try and head out. The Delft is down. The Audacieux should be able to deal with those guys. Please, Hector. I might actually lose that ship. Yep, the Hector is down, and what I'll do is I'll put you to anchor and try to get these guys to move on to the Victory then. Just like you. The worst part about it is that the enemy is apparently super apt at killing these, which is absolutely ridiculous. But, like, they somehow have dead shot aim against those guys. Give me a break. Alright. Okay, you guys get on there. That'd be great. Okay, at least some of them made it. So we got the Reiter, which is one of the last few ships that they have around here. That needs to be sunk. These guys are trying to get on shore. I get that. Actually... I'll try to get Sellers out of there. And I do want to attack with both ships onto the Alkmaar, so... With both of these focusing on the Reiter, they should be able to sink that. Just like the Alkmaar. Which also should not be doing very well. Those are the last two ships that they have. Right, well, if these guys don't blow themselves up very soon, I don't know what will. I hope the Reiter doesn't sink. It might not. I actually put it on anchor though, so it's kind of weird that that's going on. Shoot, boys. Huh. What, they have to go back? They probably even will have one more volley to get in. And then they'll be destroyed. Does not look very nice. Really? Man. And then this ship just stays there for like forever. They got this weird lightning beam up there. Yeah, they actually sunk one of my ships. That kind of sucks, actually. That was rather unfortunate that they took down the Hector. That's a bit disappointing. Coupled with the repairs and such, I'm not all too pleased with how that went. I also won't be able to get the Vrijheid at least for one more episode. So that rather sucks. But I guess I'll have to make do. 3,400 weight, huh? Yeah, it's a first-rate victory class, just like any of those other ones. They are similar at that. Only, no, they're exactly the same. Alright, well, I'll try to get it after next mission. I don't have the reputation here to do that. Let's take a look. I got another medal. An award. The Star of Victory is awarded to commanding officers who have rendered significant service in overseas territories to the British Empire and who have brought honor and glory to His Majesty the King. With your victory, the Dutch fleet is finished as a significant fighting force in the foreseeable future. News of the victory has already reached England and celebrations are already being planned for your return. Only have the Battle of Copenhagen here left. So, this is one medal indeed. With that done, I have 2 more career points. Crew training speed is decent, but alright, let's have those ships be a bit more repaired after the battle, so we get to spend less money on it. I do have money to spare in a way. A little bit. after last engagement, but of course I'm missing a ship now. But I'd rather have to have a first rate than a third rate at that point. Or I believe the actor, it was a third rate. Anyway, the next mission will be the Battle of Copenhagen. So I will be wrapping things up for the moment. Do hope you enjoyed this, and then after that battle we'll be able to at least incorporate the Vrijheid as well. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care. See you next time, and bye-bye.